sleet on New York Street, and we've got a high chance of fog and precipitation for Skull Island, Amity Island, and Island of Dog. That's your forecast for today. Now here's a look at what's going on with your neighborhood.
All right, let's see here. We've got a flash flood warning on the monitors. There's heavy thunder, heavy lightning. What usually follows heavy thunder and heavy lightning? That's right, heavy rain, and here it comes. Oh, look at that. Lightning just knocked out our monitors. All right. Well then, let's just watch the rain coming down. Oh boy, it's coming down pretty heavy, pretty steady. But you know what? I think the rain is manageable. Yes, I do. I think we are going to be just fine. Did you just hear a low rumbling sound? That would indicate a flash flood, and it's straight for the tram. Al's forecast is right on target. Left side, flash flood, take cover, look out, folks. Alright, we played a trick on you. The flood is a result of thousands of gallons of recycled water being released from tanks up on top of the hill. Hey, we use this area for our hit movie Big Fat Liar.
You can't have no walk, kid! Yeah, we'll see about that.
This section of Old Mexico we're in right now has been used by our show Heroes, and it was an area that doubled as Peru for Paramount Pictures' Indiana Jones and the Kingdom of the Crystal Skull. Very exciting movie, that is. So now we cross the border from Old Mexico to the Old West. Welcome to 6 Points, Texas. Countless movie, TV westerns have been made here. Some of the biggest western stars like Audie Murphy, Hoot Gibson, Jimmy Stewart, and John Wayne all moseyed up and down these streets. Our hostess, Whoopi Goldberg, filmed scenes for her first movie, The Color Purple, right here in 6 Points, Texas. Here's Whoopi to tell us a little more about this particular area.
Did you know that more movies have been shot on these streets than any other spot in the world? Now, during the silent film era, they could shoot up to 6 movies at the same time, one on each one of these 6 streets. That's why it's called 6 Points, because each street had its own bank, its own sheriff's office, its own saloon, and its own hotel. Now, it turns out that this town ain't big enough for both of us. So get on back onto your tram stagecoach thing and get the heck out of here. Go on.
Okay, Whoopi, we'll get out of Dodge, and as we leave 6 Points, we're going to swing around the corner. You're going to have a chance to see the surface of the ocean on the back lot. Once we turn on your right side, a lake. Movies, TV shows have made the lake look like the surface of the ocean on film. We could do it by using a combination of clever camera angles, tight film editing, and highly detailed movie miniatures. But if we use miniature boats on the lake, we have to make sure a real live duck does not swim by the boat. Because if it does, it destroys the illusion. We also have the bottom of the ocean on the back lot. On your left side, our underwater tank. See that circular tank? Notice the hatches on either side. Now this is how the underwater tank actually works. First of all, we fill the tank with water. Once it's filled, actors can jump in. Then we place the camera outside at one of the hatches on the tank, so we're filming outside looking in, so the camera stays dry. So there are tricks involved in filming scenes underwater. Filming scenes on the high seas equally as challenging. Check this example out from our hit movie King Kong, directed by Peter Jackson. You're seeing the SS Venture arrive at Skull Island. Keep watching. We're going to show you how the scene was filmed. Storm generated by rain towers. With the fog, waves and other physical effects created using techniques that have been around since the earliest days of film. Notice how they're making the waves. They're just using shovels. On screen, looks absolutely real, unless a duck swims through your shot. We may see some of our feathered friends in the lake. Yeah, on the right side there's a few of them out. Do you notice how the lake curves around in front of us? This is why we're stopping. Let me get out of the way of the screen. Might be able to see it. Look, the lake goes over the road. We need to drive over. The road, washed out. Okay, I don't think that's going to work for us, is it? We need to continue the tour. All right, we better check with our driver, Terry, see what we should do. How are we going to get through this, Terry? Oh, he has a great idea. We're going to swim. No, we're not. We're going to part the waters. You guys are going to help. On the count of 3, please say very loudly, part the waters. Got it? Here we go. 1, 2, 3. Part the waters. Oh boy, you guys are good. I've gotten out of the way of the screens. There's a little bit of glare from the sun, but you might be able to make out the waters are parting. And we're going to take you down below sea level. Since we're going below sea level, I think it's a good idea to pick up any personal items you have on the floor. Just put them on your seat so they do not get wet. The perspective we're going to have will allow us to see the SS Venture and Skull Island from the point of view of the camera. This is a view like the one Mr. Jackson had when making King Kong. So make sure you get your own cameras out. You don't want to miss it. Line the shot up. It'll be coming up on your left side. Welcome to Skull Island. And as you see on the left, the Venture and Skull Island, highly detailed miniatures. This is as big as Skull Island ever got in the film. As we leave Skull Island, notice all the objects on your left. These are props. A prop is anything on a set an actor touches or holds. We have the largest collection of props in the industry, over 1 million, and we store a lot of the props in the prop department warehouse building coming up on your left side. We named the building after Edith Head, a famous costume designer, and the costume shop for our studio is on the top floor of the prop department warehouse building. If you look up on your monitors, you can see inside the prop department building. We've used a lot of props and costumes in the area we're going to enter now. Welcome to the Square of Warriors. In 1960, director Stanley Kubrick utilized these sets and clever visual effects to create ancient Rome for the classic film Spartacus. Take a good look around at the sets, because some 40 years after Spartacus, this area became the infamous city of Gomorrah for the Scorpion King, starring Dwayne Johnson, The Rock. So the world is literally just around the corner on the back lot. We'll prove it as we travel from ancient Rome, ancient Egypt to Little Europe. We make this area look like any town in Europe simply by changing the language on the signs of the buildings. This is where we filmed